All right, so today I want to talk a little bit about data management and then kind of go into Chameleon Enterprise. I know a lot of you are familiar already with Chameleon itself. So I'm going to skip the overview. If there is something that you want to see, just let me know and we can go back through that as well. So in any data management system, your project is a partnership. First, you need the methods, you need your e-workflows, you need to identify your inefficiencies, and how you really want to simplify the process. In order to execute these methods, though, you do need the technology, whether that happens to be a chromatography data system, an information management system, or any of the other acronyms that we also know and love. And then on top of that, you need your services to be able to manage these software products and deliver the results to those that want it. However, when you talk big data, you come across a lot of challenges. As you're growing your data, is your knowledge growing with that? And is your knowledge secure? And then the third part of that is, how are you collating this data, and are you able to access the data that you need to turn that into the knowledge that you're seeking? So, how do you turn the data into knowledge? One way, you've got your Thermo CDS, hopefully, to streamline your chromatography products. Now inclusive is the Thermo mass spec, which you can quantify the mass spec data into Chameleon as well. You have your sample manager LIMS. You can manage your resources, your samples, instruments, and integrate that as well. We also have a data management system, so you can visualize and see the data that you need from other sources. Another product that we have is our lab execution system, combined with an electronic notebook, so you can proceduralize your SOPs electronically. You can import some pictures so people know what they're supposed to do, how they're supposed to prep a sample. But on top of all this, what Thermo can really do is integrate those systems and services for you. So you can achieve that end-to-end data management. Specifically, chromatography data, when you are trying to pull in chromatography data from multiple systems, whether it's instruments or software, you can run into a lot of headaches, whether it's training on different software, the admin of the software, validating the software, maintaining it. In addition to that, you come across infrastructure hiccups where you might have to maintain all of these other workstations and servers. If you can reduce those chromatography needs and softwares into just one, you're going to eliminate those headaches. Chameleon can control over 450 different modules from your major vendors. You have your Agilents, your Water, Shimadzu, and then the latest and greatest is our Thermo mass spec capabilities as well. As I mentioned, we do have the mass spec. We have over 30 years of experience. Combined with that 20 years experience of Chameleon, you really have that comprehensive data management and quantitation there. As you all know, Chameleon is unparalleled ease of use. The enterprise capability is also there. We can talk about that later at the end of this presentation, so you can kind of see how that's set up. Data management. Outside of chromatography data sources, maybe you have FTIR, NMR, legacy chromatography data systems that aren't even supported anymore by other vendors. When you're trying to pull all that data from different sources, whether it's the CDS, LIMS, any of those other acronyms, resource planning, manufacturing execution systems, you run into a really time-consuming activity where people might be pulling data. You're not even sure if the audit trails are there, if the raw data is there. You're pulling it into Excel. Someone's manually transcribing that. Then you've got to do your data integrity review. So you also run into a lot of compliance issues. And then, of course, quality is going to be concerned with the processes that you're taking and relying on those paper systems and most likely an unvalidated Excel spreadsheet. Thermo does offer data management, data manager. It's kind of like a mini LIMS. What it does is it can pull all your data from different systems and integrate it together. Not only is your raw data maintained, but it will convert your data, whether it's an AIA, FTIR, into a human-readable XML or Gamma format. Then you can trend across all of your data in one spot. We have over 150 converters, and it's not just converting. Again, it does keep your raw data and your audit trails as well. So you're not having to maintain those legacy systems, the validation, the software, the workstations, and the headache of making sure you have a user that can still acquire that data or get the data out that you need it. Kind of our bread and butter is our sample manager LIMS. That houses your laboratory execution system, your data manager. It has a stability module if you wanted to track your chambers, an SQC module for trending and charting. You can define the rules that you want to trend against. You can manage your samples, your training, attach SOPs, pictures. I mean, you name it, your LIMS can integrate to all of that data for you, and you can pull that out almost instantaneously. LIMS is also cloud ready, if that's something that you're looking forward to. The LIMS and our Chameleon CDS, there's also a single platform that both of these are out of the box compliant, by the way. But you can centralize all of your data. You can start processes in LIMS, push them out to your Chameleon. It's going to be bi-directional, but it's not automatically going to push that data back out to LIMS from Chameleon. You can make sure it's reviewed, and then there's a separate button that says send to LIMS, yes. So then you've got all your data mining in one place. This is kind of just the interface between Sample Manager and LIMS, or Chameleon. It is seamless. On the next slide, you'll kind of see the Chameleon Link overview. Chameleon Link is what links Sample Manager and Chameleon together, but it kind of has the same easy user interface that Chameleon does that you're already used to. So it is just kind of plug and play. You click away, and you've got the fun wizards that will walk you through every step, and it'll help you streamline your data. So that's it for integrated informatics. What I'd really like to go into now is the Chameleon Enterprise system. If there are any questions, please speak up. Otherwise, we can address these at the end as well. Yes?
You mentioned LES. What LES software does Thermo have?
Thermo has a laboratory execution software and an electronic laboratory notebook. But what we do is it kind of breaks out your SOPs, so it'll bring you out procedure by procedure. That's kind of essentially what it is. You can plug and play and put pictures in there and your procedures and it's just our Thermo LEN, yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Chameleon 7 Enterprise, the fun stuff here. I'm not sure how many of you are on Enterprise or just local workstations, but Chameleon is fully enterprise ready. You just kind of have to have the infrastructure and set that up. So if you do have a workstation currently, you can move it to Enterprise, no problem. Just reach out to somebody and they'll get a hold of someone from the Chameleon team and we can help you through that. Chameleon, in an enterprise system, it will ensure against network outages, simplifies your system admin. It's all in one place now. It'll push down to all of your workstations. You can scale your business. You can have multiple servers. You can do it across a LAN or a WAN, whether you're regional or global. It'll meet both your IT and your business needs. Again, we have over 30 years of informatics experience. Best-in-class integration capabilities with our Sample Manager and our Chameleon CDS. So same vendor, it's guaranteed to work. We'll support you 100%. So we also offer a lot of validation services and support with these products as well. Upscaling. Chameleon domain. Now, I don't know how technical many of you are with the Windows domain, Chameleon domain, so I'm just kind of keep this high level. A Chameleon domain, it's not the same as the Windows domain. You can upscale it, it's just server-based. The communication's encrypted, it's transaction-based. you're using services instead of, what am I trying to think of? It'll come up with it in the next slide. Oh, and it's also the .NET platform. So everything that you see, you're used to. It's like the Microsoft .NET platform. The installation. You can, as most of you already know, you can consist of a single computer. You can control the instruments and data process right there locally. However, you can also have a network install, where you can have multiple instruments, multiple computers, everything's going to a central data vault. Your admin's in one place, your data's in one place, you manage it once, and you push it out to all your computers. You can work from home, you can work from your desk, you can see what the instruments are doing, you can stop a run on the weekend if you have to work on the weekend, which you know many of us do, so you can process from anywhere, report from anywhere, so that's a really nice function. With the enterprise system, what you'll have is Chameleon will be broken out into 3 servers, essentially. I mean, you can use one box and virtualize them, but essentially it's 3 servers. You've got your data vault server, your application server, and your database server. And then you can use a Windows terminal or Citrix to connect to any of these local instrument controllers. Now, I'm not going to talk about the database server because that's all it is, right? It's a database. It houses your data. What I will talk about is the admin console, the domain server, and the data vault server. What we have with this is you separate your database server, and all of your admin processing is done in the admin server itself. Then you have superior user experience, unmatched uptime, and again, central admin. Now your data vault server, everything's encrypted, it's transaction-based. You can control where your data is flowed now, and so instead of doing a checksum to figure out what happened to your data, the corruption's actually prevented at the front end. We use data vault services to manage these, and you have 24/7 uptime. Just an extra layer of protection there for you. The admin console and the Chameleon domain controller application server, however you want to name it. Very simple to deploy. You can put it in install mode and have it up and running in no time, and then just point all your local instruments to this domain. Network outage. Availability of Chameleon 24/7 essentially just means that you will never lose your data. If your server goes down for any reason, your license will be available on all those computers locally cached for 7 days. So that'll give you time to get your network up and running again. It'll be secure on a local X vault, which will then push it out to the server once the server is back up and running. So what happens when you start Chameleon in an enterprise environment is that you're going to start on the local X vault, your local instrument controller. And then in a normal environment, everything's up and running, everything's fine. You're going to be able to access that sequence from anywhere. You can edit the processing method, the reporting, anything you need to do from anywhere. Now in the event that your network fails, something happens, you can't connect to your server, you still have your local X vault, and the sequence is still there, and you can just edit it at that local workstation if you needed to. You can still start new sequences from the X vault if you can't connect to your server, because again, that license is cached locally. When the network's back up, your data goes right over there, fancy little vials going over the central server, and again, your sequence is visible across the network. So Chameleon is architectured. Again, you've got your full service operation for 7 days if your network goes down. Your data vault also supports load balancing to further help prevent the failover protection. And we just talked about the X vault, so I'm just going to kind of go through this slide quickly. Backups, again, with any server, it's a computer, right? So we do recommend you back it up. Your user management license, that's all on the domain controller, your app server. You can copy it from one server to the next, but with anything, full deferential backups, mirror your service if you needed to. There are some different ways to do that. when we're archiving our data specifically, we can use our data manager from Thermo. The easiest option is to go into the admin console and just set up a scheduler and create a new data vault just to archive it and move it over. We do offer a SDK, software development kit, that comes free with Chameleon if that's something that you're looking for to do, what your IT can do on their own and move the data somewhere else. Chameleon, we have started offering service plans and maintenance, and with that, if you do subscribe to that, I think it's a small portion of your original license, but if you do subscribe to that, you get maintenance, upgrades, you get access to technical support documents, application documents, knowledge articles. You just create a ticket, you go in through the ticket system, you'll get a response based on the priority of your ticket and how they deem the criticality. They can usually remote into your system right away and be able to help you with that. I know Charlie looks kind of mad. I don't know, maybe it's the end of the day and he's just not very happy right now, but hopefully that's not the face that you're gonna get when you call into customer support. But yeah, there's that option for customer support as well. And that's the end of that presentation. I would like to go into Chameleon itself if you guys would like to. I know you're familiar with Chameleon, so if you want to see anything that's new with SR5 or I don't know, I kind of will open it up to questions for you, and then maybe we can field those. So, yeah.